We would like to welcome to you all tonight for fundraising Joan Labour's Parliamentary Committee ENFIELD. And two distinguished speakers with us tonight, and they have been here early. That's why I have to introduce them. We will speak to you later on Joan after the dinner. Please welcome to your person.
Thank you very much.
You should be so lucky. But I am going to say a few words later, so I won't repeat it now. But I do feel the need to just say how lovely it is to see you all here, and thank you to Shai and Ali and the committee for making tonight happen. It's a lovely, lovely evening. I'm very proud to be able to introduce Lord Bassam to you. Lord Bassam of Brighton. We tend to call him Steve. Steve is at the moment the Shadow Chief of the Lords, so he is a member of the Shadow Cabinet. Steve has also served as the Chief of the Lords in the Labour government, and he served for many years in both Tony Blair and Gordon Brown's government. So he has been right at the heart of government over a very exciting period of time for the Labour Party and for this country, I think. Steve became a member of the Lords in 1997, I think it was November 97,
Very good memory.
So right through that whole period, those 3 terms of Labour government, Steve is there, and he will be there after May the 7th for that next Labour government. So I'm delighted to introduce as one of our special guest speakers this evening, the Right Honourable Lord Bassam of Brighton.
Joan, thank you very much for that very kind introduction. And can I say a very big thanks to the Federation of Turkish Associations UK for having me here this evening. It's a great opportunity to celebrate the massive contribution being made all around the country by Turkish communities, and I'm thrilled to be here. I'm told that there are some 500,000 people of Turkish origin working hard to make this country a better place every day. So it really is an honour to have been invited, and I'm very grateful to you. I'm not going to talk for too long, but I have got a few words, so do bear with me. I'm very grateful to Joan for giving me the opportunity to be here. Joan, I hope she won't blush, but she was a terrific campaigning Member of Parliament for Enfield North, and represented her constituency with great distinction between 1997 and 2010. I particularly remember her campaign to save the Chase Farm Hospital A&E, and I know that she played a terrific role as a governor at Lee Valley High School. I also remember her work as the Prime Minister's special representative for Cyprus from my time as the Home Office Minister. Few constituencies are lucky enough to be able to have as an option someone with an already impressive track record and list of achievements. So it's great to be here supporting Joan ahead of the May 7th election. There are, as I understand it, 2 big elections for the Turkish community this year. One in May, but also in June, and that election will be very important for the future of Turkey and our relationship with our friends in Turkey. The campaign probably seems as though it's been going on for a long time already, but it kicks off towards the end of this week, and I wanted to say a few words about why I believe it's important that we elect Joan and a Labour government with her. We need a Labour government that can support small businesses in London, because it's small businesses in particular that form the core of our country's economy. And when they succeed, we succeed as a country as well. But at the moment, business rates are too high, they're still rising. They've gone up, on average, something like £1,500 during the life of this Parliament. And that's a huge expense, especially when you factor in rising costs. And we want to do all that we can to help those who suffer excessive business rates and try and assist small businesses in any way that we can. But that's not the only cost facing small business. Too often they are paid late by big companies, and that effectively means they're being used as a form of credit, and that can't be right. There is also the waste of time and money, so that we wish to change, and we plan to change this to get bigger firms to report late payments to HMRC. Then we want to ensure that they pay their justifiable part. Of course, business needs talented and skilled staff, and we need to give the next generation growing up a chance to succeed. Long-term unemployment for young people is far too high, and I know that that's affected communities such as the Turkish community as well. So we as a government will be doing more to invest in apprenticeships and ensuring that people get a good quality education, concentrate that effort on 16 and 18-year-olds, something I know that Joan is particularly concerned about. Long before we get into problems like that, we need to also ensure that there are enough school places for children in the first place. And I know that ENFIELD, like other parts of the country, is beginning to struggle with the provision of proper class sizes and ensuring that we invest more in education of 5 to 7-year-olds. But I'm not only here because I want to see a Labour government. I'm here because I admire Joan's campaigning work on the National Health Service. What's happened to Chase Farm maternity ward and A&E is symbolic, in my view, of the neglect and disregard that the current government has had towards our National Health Service. It's something that I believe in, that the Labour Party believes in, and that I think that people across the world greatly admire. So for that reason, and because we need to work hard to improve the quality of life for people here, and to ensure that we won't suffer, as they have over the last few years, from frozen standards of living and the squeeze on their incomes, we need not just to elect Joan, but to ensure that we get a Labour government elected and there on May the 8th. I know people in this room want to play their part in ensuring that's the case. So thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much for having Joan here, and I wish you all the best in what I understand is just the beginning of the Turkish New Year, is that right?
Yeah.
So this is a new year that's got a year of destiny written all over it for Joan, the Turkish community here, and for Turkey as well. Thank you.
I'm very honoured to speak about the meeting tonight. We also have the Parl Joan champagne. As a Turkish community, we really are very honoured to have Joan as a friend, and hopefully we'll have as our MP in the next Parliament as well.
Can I say this evening you've made two very important friends. Obviously Joan, but you've made another friend in the House of Lords, and I'd be happy to help you in any way I can.
Thank you. I'd like to apply on this key leader of the opposition's office, liaison officer. Miss Watson, please.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hi. My name is Dee.
I work for ENFIELD in the leader of the opposition's office, and I specifically do BAME and faith liaison. Now, my job is to increase our network of engaged members and supporters. So that's why I'm here tonight. Ed heard that Joan was having this dinner and he asked me to come because he recognises the importance of the support that the Turkish community give to the Labour Party. So he wanted to send his best wishes and apologise that he couldn't be here himself because, as you know, there's only about 6 weeks left until the election. So Ed's incredibly busy. Now, this is going to be the closest and hardest fought election in our generation, so it's really, really important that we all get out on the doorstep and that we knock on doors, because I think that's the only way that we really can communicate with the electorate, and that's the most important thing to do. So when people ask me what is the Labour Party's strategy, what's Ed's strategy, we've always said it's about grassroots campaigning and it's about knocking on the doors. And as we know, Joan has done so much for her constituents in Enfield North and the Turkish community. So I think now we need to give back to Joan. So I hope everyone here is going to put aside a Saturday or a Sunday to go knock on doors in Enfield North, and I know I'll do the same when I have a bit of spare time. The Labour Party has a very strong record of securing the rights of religious and ethnic minorities in law, and we are committed to protecting religious communities. But it's clear that we need a comprehensive strategy for this integration. So I'm here to tell you, I don't know if you've already heard, but we're going to have a BAME manifesto, and this will hopefully be launched in the next few weeks after our main manifesto. And the reason we want to have a BAME manifesto is because we understand the importance that the ethnic minority communities in Britain. So we're going to pull together this manifesto, which will have lots of positive impacts for your community. One of them, for instance, is we will put an end to 0-hour contracts, which we know affect the ethnic minority communities quite hard. Another thing that we need to ensure is that we have diversity in lots of the different areas, so in top management. So TÜRK has announced that if Labour come into government, we'll do a review on that. And I think those things are really important, because when we look around, we have to recognise that we may not be representative of the people in Britain. But one good thing that the Labour Party are doing is that we've got lots of great ethnic minority Labour PPCs. We can obviously do more. So if anyone here is interested, then do get in touch, because in 2020 we're going to need a lot more ethnic minority candidates.
Awesome.
So, as I said before, I don't know if you can still hear me, but we know that Joan works really hard, so let's support her tonight and in the next 6 weeks, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Distinguished guests, welcome again. For our two speaker guests, they have to be very, that's why me and Joan have to speak a little bit now. We are delighted here. We are here to support. I would like to start wishing to happy labours to all my friends here. The guest who doesn't know me, Parl. As you know, I am the chairperson of Federation of Turkish Association. The Federation of Turkish Association UK is an umbrella organization consisting of independent and voluntary association which has been serving the Turkish community for the past 30 years. As a new members of office, we aim to establish unity and the cooperation between the Turkish community to strengthen Turkish friendship, to enhance Turkish community's contribution to the multicultural British society in political, economic, and cultural area. I don't want to speak too much about FTA There are many reasons we organize this event, but particularly, principally, we hope to Turkish community to build up the relationship to local MPs in the Labour's parliamentary candidate tonight. And the opportunity to engage in the influence policy making will make a difference to their lives in the UK. Next general election is 7th of May. Then it is an ideal opportunity for our community to start raising our voice. We should know who our local MPs and what party he or she comes from. It is our own interest to seek help and guidance from our local MP, whether it relates to a political, social, or personal welfare issue. That's why we have a chance tonight to know more about our local Labour's parliamentary candidate, Joan. I would like to shortcut my speech because the time is passing, but I would like to thank you, especially for Mr. DERNEKLERİ to give us the opportunity of organizing this event. And of course, I would like to thank you, the distinguished guests, press, and the HAZEV's restaurant, friendly and professional staff. We will be later, after the long speech, we will be later for the auction. And this is the top prize donated from HAZEV for 2 persons, 1 week holiday in Marmaris for a week. And we have one champagne from Parliament given by the Joan, and another champagne is quality. Please make sure to join the auction. Now we wish you good luck and all the best for Joan, and the next the next MP in the Parliament. And we want to speak to a couple of words as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joan. I promise I won't be long. My name is Ali Atalar. I'm the Vice Chairman of the Turkish Federation in UK. Distinguished guests, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight and helping to support the election campaign of the Labour parliamentary candidate for ENFIELD of Joan Ryan. Amongst most of the North London's Turkish community, Joan Ryan needs no introduction. She has been a friend and supporter of the community for many years now. However, for the benefit of our new fans and supporters amongst us, I'd like to say a few words about her. Joan has lived in Enfield with her husband Martin for nearly 20 years. Before she was elected, Joan was a local councillor and a school teacher. She is a dedicated and committed campaigner for Enfield, having served for 3 terms as the Labour MP for Enfield North between 1997 and 2010. During her time as an MP, Joan also served as Minister in the Labour governments, including as a Home Office Minister, where she led the government's work tackling crime, antisocial behaviour and illegal immigration. She also served as the Prime Minister's Special Representative for Cyprus. Since 2010, Joan has worked for a charity promoting peace and reconciliation in Sri Lanka, served as chair of Riders for Health charity, which works to improve access to healthcare in Africa, and resumed her career as a teacher. Throughout her career and life as a mum, teacher, councillor and local MP, Joan has been a passionate campaigner for a better health service and high quality education and opportunity for all. We are particularly proud to have her as a friend of our community, as she has always been willing to listen and shown genuine sympathy for our people approaching her with their problems. Joan, we thank you for being a friend and supporter of London's Turkish community, and we have no doubt that you deserve to be re-elected as our representative. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome next Member of Parliament for Enfield North, Joan Ryan. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali, and thank you, Shelley, for that very lovely and very warm welcome. I just feel honoured that you've done this tonight on my behalf, and I feel so very welcome by you. You know, it was never ever difficult for me to be a friend to the Turkish community. And I know you hear a lot at the moment about our various policies, and they're very important, all about what we want to do in terms of health and education and business, cost of living, all the other issues. But I want to just say a few words tonight about our values and our principles, because it's those values and principles that I think we share always made it very easy for me to be a friend to the Turkish community, and I hope it's what draws you close to me. On my party card it says, "We achieve more by our common endeavour than we can achieve alone." And that's the very sentence that makes me want to be part of the Labour Party. It says we believe in the collective, we believe in community, we believe in each other, and we believe in helping each other. And when I look at the Turkish community across London, and particularly across Enfield, I see a community that achieves more by its common endeavour than you achieve alone. A community that works together, supports each other, has very strong family values, and helps each other get along. Yes, you fall out sometimes, and quite loudly so when you do, but you are a community. And I absolutely believe in community. It's what drives me to work in the Labour Party, to work on the doorstep, to work in Enfield North. I want to make Enfield North the strongest possible community it can be. And so it's never been a hardship, and it's certainly not an effort to work with a community that also believes in the values and principles of caring for each other, of working together. We were talking earlier about the diversity in London and how much we sometimes take that for granted, but how valuable it is that we care for each other. And I say to you, I'm not Turkish, I'm not Turkish Cypriot, I'm not Alawi, but I am one of you, because we are one of each other. And if we don't work together, then we will face the consequences of a divided community. I think this is the most important election of my generation. The young woman who spoke to us before, when she said the most important election for her generation, I thought, well, she's so lovely, wasn't she, and so terribly young. But for all of us, many of us will have lived through some very difficult times, either in Cyprus, or in Turkey, or in Azerbaijan, or here in the UK. I was a young activist in the Labour Party when Margaret Thatcher was in power, and we had a very tough time, and we are still paying the price of some of those policies. And my belief is David Cameron has come in and finished off the dismantling of our collective services that Margaret Thatcher began. So we've all faced some tough times, but I think this next election is going to be make or break for some of the things that we hold dear. Some of the values and principles, as well as some of the organisations that are built on those values and principles, things like the National Health Service. I think another 5 years of this government and it will cease to exist in the way that we know it. I also think of governments and MPs standing up for matters, smaller matters, but matters that really are important to communities. Today I've issued a press statement. You've probably heard about the A-level and GCSE decision by the OCR examination board to remove the Turkish exams by 2017. Do you know in 2014, the last year for which we have the complete figures, there were more students sat Turkish GCSE and A-level than sat German or Spanish. There can be no justification. We did some research today and that's what we discovered. There can be no justification for removing the opportunity for those students to take those exams for culture and heritage, for trade, for education and for the identity of up-and-coming young Turkish generations. To be healthy young adults, they need to know where they come from. Learning Turkish is part of that. That opportunity should be there. I have said, whatever happens now, this battle will be fought after the general election. And if I am elected the MP for Enfield North, I will lead that fight because that matters. And it's because of the values and principles that we hold together that these things matter. So I am very, very honoured you've done this evening for me. We do face a very, very tough campaign. We are very, very determined to win. I hope. I think I was the first Member of Parliament to hold a parliamentary reception for the Federation. I am very much looking forward to winning and holding the next reception for the Federation. And I hope to see you all there. Thank you very, very much, my dear friends.
This is the 8th of May.
Sorry?
Thank you very much.
The 8th of May.